Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Wake Up and Live. Today we want to talk about, we're at the beach today, observing good social distancing. I just want to talk to you today about the idea that Jamaicans over the last 13 years have now come to realize that living abroad is not as necessarily as financially secure as most people actually think. So a lot of Jamaicans have been, including other nationalities, but we're talking about Jamaicans today, who are actually, there's actually on the upsurge of moving back home. And I just want to give you some pointers, about 7 or so pointers about moving back home that will be very helpful to you. All right, so let's start. If you're planning on moving home, one of the first thing you actually want to do is, I'm going to suggest, if you're a Jamaican, at one point you had a Jamaican passport, I'm going to suggest you go and renew your Jamaican passport. That's going to be a standard form of identification when you want to do anything in Jamaica. All right, so renewing the passport. At the same time, if you have children who are foreign-born, like U.S.-born children, you can easily apply for their citizenship through you. They already have it, you just need to claim it, and they give you your certificate of nationality, and you can take care of their passport. They don't lose their citizenship wherever they are. They're still good, and but you allow them to actually benefit whatever assets or values you have in Jamaica. All right, so first thing, renew your passport. Dig up that old passport and renew it. Second thing I want to tell you to do is to get a TRN. It's a tax registration number. It's equivalent to those living in the United States. It's equivalent to the Social Security number. All right, nothing gets done without that TRN number. All right, so once you have that, the next thing you want to do is you want to see if you once had a Jamaican driver's license, and it's even if it's 30 years old, take it in along with your passport and your TRN number and stuff like that, and maybe a few other pieces, and get your driver's license renewed, because that's very helpful to when you're there. A lot of things are made easier if you can prove that you are a resident in Jamaica and not necessarily a foreign expatriate living in Jamaica. All right, so renew that old driver's license if you had one and you can find it. Okay, another thing is a bank account. Make sure you open a bank account. Now there are different options of bank account that you can open. If you're one person that's transitioning from abroad, like let's say you're transitioning from the United States to Jamaica, but you're not yet fully settled in, and you want to open stuff like a US dollar account in Jamaica, you can do that, and you can transfer your US dollars from wherever you are, or your foreign currency into that foreign currency account, and have raw foreign currency to spend whenever you want. All right, so that's an important thing. Another thing is housing. Once you've established all of those identification stuff that connects you to the island, you want to start looking about housing at this point. I'm guessing that by then you would have already been visiting and have somewhere staying temporarily, and now you need to look for somewhere permanent, whether you're building or you're buying or you're renting. All right, but so housing would be the next thing you actually want to do. All right, the other thing is I'm going to suggest is that you start looking for a good doctor. Look for a doctor, look for a hospital that would be good for you. Jamaica has the option of public hospital and private hospital. The public hospitals are not generally as well run or well equipped. They are still the main hospitals for operations and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong when I say they're not really equipped. I'm just saying certain services they might not perform for you, or they might be charged services And if you're going to be charged for a service, might as well use a private hospital in many cases, if you see what I mean. All right? So you start looking for a good doctor. There's some very good doctors in Ireland. When I say good, I mean they're very good in terms of medical procedure and equipment. They might have X-ray, MRI, or certain, EKG facilities, labs attached to them, or stuff like that. So you find yourself a good one. Referrals is usually the best way to go. Just get referred. Let someone tell you what a good their idea of what a good doctor is. All right, and of course the pharmacies and stuff like that. Okay. Once you've established that, start familiarizing yourself with if you haven't yet done so, you would have relatives already if you're a Jamaican. Some of you might have gone away so long that you don't know too many people. Well, you start digging up people. Start where you know. Start looking for people you knew from school days, family members. Just different ways of familiarizing yourself with other people. And there are a lot of foreign expatriates, a lot of foreign nationals that live in Jamaica. There are also a lot of Jamaicans returning, and they have different associations and different organizations that will be very, very helpful in getting you situated. I want you to know also that when you're moving back, you do have some benefits the government will give you. Like, for example, if you're moving all your stuff to Jamaica, you can get a one-time deal from the government. No import tax, no tariffs, no charge, no custom fees. You get to move everything all at once as a returning resident. All right. You also want to make sure you go check online, check the Jamaica consulate information on returning residents, check the government policy, use your online skills to do research, and get all the information you need about the different government agency that will facilitate your move back. All right. I want you to know that the island is prime for investment. So if you do have a few dollars that you actually want to invest, take your ideas, the things you've learned abroad, take those ideas and move back and contribute to the development of the country and earn yourself a good living. In many cases, there are a lot of the country is a virgin territory for investing in certain types of services. All right, and if you can identify those services, particularly the ones that you are most trained to do, the ones you're most knowledgeable in, I'm gonna say go for it, because you can only win. Because as long as your product is good and it's reliable, Jamaicans will support you. They will spend, and once your place looks good and up to date and very accommodating, very inviting, your customer service is good, they will come and flock you. You will prosper. All right. So those are my tips. I'm going to leave those in my description box below, so you can have an idea of my suggestion as to what's the most important things you need to know when you're moving back. All right. So let's recap. I say the passport. Sorry for the helicopter passing, guys. Hope you can still hear me. I say the passport, your TRN number, the tax registration number, a driver's license, if you had one. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, if you don't have a driver's license, the national ID is the next option. I forgot to mention that. Very important. If you don't have a driver's license, the national ID is a very important. Everywhere you go, that's an important ID to use. All right. Next would be the bank account. You open your bank account. You have your different picks of bank account, and Jamaica is good for offshore banking too, guys. It gives very good interest rate. It's much better than you'll get in the United States, in Canada, or in England. All right. In fact, those people there, they bank in Jamaica to take advantage of the the good interest rate, because the country needs a foreign exchange, so it pays a better interest rate than most of your local banks in the countries that you're living. All right. Then you want to look about housing. Make sure you get somewhere that you're comfortable with, that's in good proximity to whatever is important to you, whether it's the beach or the hillside or it's in the urban area. You choose and set it up the way you want in a very secure manner, because some parts, you know, at some times in some parts of Jamaica we do have challenges with crime, but it's not a place where you're like you are shaking, nervous, afraid. It's not that kind of thing. All right, it's worse when you listen to it online than you actually see there. I live in two places at once, here and in Jamaica, and I don't find that a big problem. All right, and the last thing I said was to make sure you find a doctor, a good doctor, and identify the hospitals and the services you need. All right, and that should make your move, your transition back to Jamaica very, very much more comfortable. And guys, just remember, the country needs your support. So take your money back there, bank it, make a higher interest rate, invest your capital and your time and expertise in the country. It will pay off. All right. So that's it. So thanks for watching. Wake Up and Live. Hope you please remember to subscribe, to share, and make a comment, a pleasant comment, please. All right. Thanks for watching.